Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be ranking every map in Gorilla Tag from worst to best. Let's get right into it. Far and away, the worst level or map in the game is rotating. Most of the rotating maps are very dry and boring, and they barely ever change them. So, rotating is just not fun. It's just like bland and boring. The second worst map in the game is Metropolis. It's very bland and dry, and really nobody plays it. First of all, it barely ever gets updated, and Gorilla Tag just put this in, just so people who aren't that good at the game can play, casually. But one thing, there's a very high skill gap on this map, because people who know how to water run will just be water running through the entire map, and there's just a really high skill gap. So it's very hard for new players, even though that might be the idea while making this. But very bad map and very dry. Hot take for number 16, but OG Caves. My worst four, I could just switch them around. It was pretty hard to put them in an order, but if we have OG Caves and we just throw nostalgia out the window, then this is a pretty bad map. It's just bare bones and not that good. Basically, it's either half the lobby's goofing around in mines and half the lobby just sucks at the game, and maybe there's one good player just chilling on the crystals, like in this gameplay. But if you throw nostalgia out the window, this is a pretty bare bones map. So that's why it's number 16. You might be surprised to see it this low and not in last, but number 15 is Basement. Basement is normally absolutely terrible, but just because the science experiment at one point in time existed, this map is not completely terrible. Basement is pretty fun if you're a new player and you're just now starting and trying to beat the maze. But other than that, it's not really that good, unless you're playing with your friends or something. Number 14 is Critters. In the first week of Critters, it was fun catching critters with the cosmetics and getting all the rare ones. But now it just feels like a chore. Oh no, new update, now I have to get all the critters. And it's just not fun at all. Share My Blocks is basically just, you play public Monkey Blocks worlds, and it's just okay. Monkey Blocks is number 12 because sometimes it's fun, when you play a really good map, but it takes a long time to build a really good map. And now it just feels like it's just there, you know? Not many people play it, and it's kind of just there in case you want to set up a cool fight with paintball or something. But yeah, it's just there. At number 11, we have the Hover Park. Hover Park used to have a lot of glitches, and it was really fun getting out of the map, but sadly they got patched. Maybe if the glitches weren't patched, it would have been at 6 or 7. But Hover Park, you can throw your skateboard, you can drop your skateboard, you can just skateboard around the map. And there's 2 sections of the Hover Park. There's Easy Street and there's just the Hover Park. And Easy Street is where you can practice your skills and race other people. And there's stuff like the corkscrew. And overall, it's a pretty good map. We're starting to get into the maps that are pretty decent but not great. At number 10, we have the Magma Arena. The Magma Arena is a fun map where it's basically handball, but it can get really annoying when you have teammates that are just getting the ball and throwing it as far as they can and not playing to the objective of the game. But overall, it's pretty decent and not a terrible map. It's pretty fun when your teammates are actually playing how you're supposed to. At number 9, we have the Ghost Reactor. At this point in the video, we're getting into pretty good maps. that are actually fun and enjoyable. So in the Ghost Reactor, you have to fight monsters and get power cubes to get more money. So it's pretty cool, but the objective is kind of endless. So that's one thing that kind of holds it back. But overall, it's pretty fun, and it's cool killing the monsters, but doing this by yourself, good chance you'll get nightmares. So on to the next one. At number 8, we have the Bayou. The Bayou is really just a mix between forest, canyons, and beach. But Bayou is really fun. But one thing is about the Bayou is the rounds take ages to complete. Like, if you start out it, just know it's gonna be a good 15 minutes until you're gonna run. But overall, the Bayou is pretty fun and pretty cool. But just, it feels too big and too over amplified. And it's just a mix up of too many things for me to like it. But 8 is where it sits, and I think that's a pretty valid spot for it. Number 7 is Canyons. Canyons is overall a pretty solid map, but one thing I do not like about Canyons is the people who play Canyons. They are just so toxic. But Canyons is pretty fun. There's a little bit of running, there's a little bit of rope swinging, and a little bit of ziplining. So it's pretty overall fun. Hot take number 2 of the video. Number 6 is Clouds. Some of you might be surprised to see this above Canyons, but I would say Clouds is really cool. I love gliding, and I love that there's glitches to get out of the map, and it's really fun. It's just chill, and it's not meant for Infection because it's so big that it's practically impossible to play it. I mean, if it was a little smaller and it was easier to play Infection, maybe it'd be higher up. But it's just way too hard to play Infection, and that's why it's not higher up than this. Caves is really just what you want in a map. If you play in a competitive queue, it's so sweaty. People are just running across the roof, doing all these wall running tricks and stuff. But if you don't do it in competitive and you're just playing in default queue, it's really chill. People are playing the piano. People are just wall climbing and stuff. But it's really chill and competitive, so it's good. At number 4, we have Beach. Getting into the top 4, 2, 3, and 4, you could easily switch around. It'd be fine. But Beach, it's only number 4. I had a really hard time deciding 2, 3, and 4. And Beach is only number 4 because the 2 best glitches in Beach got patched, sadly. The 2 rope glitches, one of the rope glitches, the one where you could just launch yourself, got patched, sadly, 7 months ago. I mean, if this video was made 7 months ago, Beach would be number 2, but it's not. Beach is a mix of a bunch of mechanics like water running, swimming, and ziplining. And it's pretty fun when you merge all of them, but it's really hard to be good at. So, on to number 3. At number 3, we have City. I feel like City is a divider between 2 and 4. Because City's not the best map, of course, but it's pretty good. City is where we all start our journey, where all sweats get Santa hat and angel wings, where all new players get the party hat. And I feel like City is just perfect in the spot that it is. It's just a really good map, and it's really fun to play Infection in a private lobby. But, I mean, that might sound weird, but it is really good to play Infection in private lobbies. Number 2 is Mountains. Like I said earlier, you could switch up 2, 3, and 4, but this is just my opinion. And I think Mountains is number 2. It's really fun to play, and it actually feels like you're actually surfing when you're playing Mountains. It feels like you are up on the ice, just surfing, and it feels majestic while playing. It's really fun to run from taggers on this map. Really cool while playing Infection. And overall, just a really fun map. And it's really cool getting really high on the ice. And yeah, it's just fun. I would say it beats out Beach and City because one of the most fun glitches on Beach got patched. And City, like, it just can't be too, you know? You probably knew it before you even clicked on this video, if you're actually watching. But number one, of course, is Forest. There's so many good things about Forest. Like, Gorilla Tag Competitive is based on Forest. Like, so many good teams, Forest, everything. Most players play Forest. And Forest is just super fun to cook people and juke people. And there's so many aspects of Forest that make it so good. Like branching, double walls, ground, just juking players is so fun. And Forest is just iconic. Like, it's the OG map in Gorilla Tag, and everyone loves Forest. But every time I get on, I play Forest. All the pro players play Forest. Forest is just iconic. And that's why so many people love Gorilla Tag. And that's why Forest is just number one. Forest really deserves this. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Like and subscribe. This took me about 3 hours, and it was a lot of hard work. So thanks for watching. Bye.